Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. We're going to be discussing some of the headlines from across Thailand today. We're going to start today with a little bit of a shocker. 808 Music Festival. The security guards have been extremely inappropriate with festival goers. Have they not? You decide. Let us know your opinions as well. Natty, tell me more.
Well, you said it all, but here we go. Dozens of music lovers accuse security guards of touching. Yeah, that's what they did. They touched the lady parts and sexually assaulted them at a Bangkok music festival over the weekend. Now, the victims complained that they had their private parts groped by guards as they were searched prior to entering the 3-day 808 festival at bitten Bang Na. One woman, her name is Hitomi Okemoto.
She's Japanese.
I think she's Japanese,
Yes.
told reporters that the guards touched all of the women entering the festival inappropriately between the legs, and they actually touched the hoo-ha over clothes, and they also touched her nipples directly.
That's so
allegedly. It's reported that security guards were touching women and men underneath underwear with their bare hands before they were allowed to enter the venue. Men were assigned to the men, and women were checked by the women. Festival organizers defended their private security guards, saying they were police searching for drugs and that they had no control over it. They even said that every festival is subjected to body searches. It's a standard procedure. And also they defended their security guards, saying that about touching the breasts, there is a sign written at the entry area that mentions this. But the festival goer said that there were no such signs. Now, a media relations publicist for the festival also confirmed that they hired the security team and also defended the searches as necessary due to this year's strict no-drug policy. One Thai netizen also said that it's sexual assault. No one should accept this. It's not usual in Thailand. These behaviors must be denounced. The organizers are responsible. I don't know. How do you guys feel like if they did like a thorough drug search in a very thorough way?
I've never heard of something so extreme before.
Exactly.
I would also like to clear security guards are not police, no matter what festival organizers may think. I do, however, believe there are better security guards, as in depending on what company you hire for your security, different companies have different standards of being security guards, which is strange because you'd think there'd be a standard.
Or just use a machine.
Yeah.
You know, the machine where you just walk through. And
Yeah,
it's just,
X-ray machine.
yeah, that's it. That would be a much appropriate way.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to hire people to assault people.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
A good strategy, but yeah.
Can I be absolutely honest?
Please.
Maybe I'm just thinking about it from my way, but at first when I read the headline, I was like, what? And then
Yeah.
I watched the video, and yes, you can see a couple of squeezes in there in very sensitive
Squeezy.
areas and parts, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then I found out that it was a female security guard on a female security guard. Because as a man, I was like, whoa, how can we let that happen to our women, right? But then I realized that it was a female security guard doing that to a female security guard, and immediately I was like, oh, is that not as bad? You know what? I thought that to myself, and then I was like, no, something wrong is still something wrong.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you go to a club in Phuket or in Thailand, the security guards sometimes are very serious, and they do kind of like, they have so many people, so they do it fast and a bit rough. But I've still never had a security guard squeeze my my balls or something like that. I'll be honest, there's no other way to say it. But I've never had my security guard do that. It's absolutely inappropriate. So how do you feel as a woman if
It's still violation. I think nobody wants to be touched that way. And if you want to know if it's appropriate or not, just the way you were thinking was exactly how I was about to say it. Just reverse and think like if a male security guard start touching your shaft and like touching the head, like would you like that,
Natty.
right? Like, that's
Of
too
course
much.
not.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Natty proved her point. I think anyone who at any point was concerned about that. Yeah, but extremely inappropriate. Never heard of something like this happening before. This is the first time. Or is it because this is the first time someone's spoken up, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, yeah.
uncommon in Thailand. Hopefully they get their act together. 808 Music Festival calling security guards police or saying that they're just doing their job is not a good enough reason to grope someone. Moving on. There are a lot of music festivals coming up, by the way.
Yeah.
This weekend, Wonderfruit.
Yes.
Ever heard of that?
Yes.
Now, I actually, I'm not going to Wonderfruit, but I do have a few regrets because I realize it's a lot bigger and better. It's considered as one of the best music festivals in Thailand. It has a lot of artwork. It has different festivals. It's like the Coachella of Thailand.
Yes.
Now, that's being held over the weekend in Pattaya. And Pattaya seems to be booming. As always, like it is, a lot of visitors coming, and they do music festivals very well. It seems like the biggest music festivals happen either in Khao Yai or Pattaya, and yeah, the stadiums are in Bangkok. But the Trance Music Festival is also coming up in Pattaya next year. Are you guys into trance?
Not really.
No.
You know the music that's just like
I think you need to be on drugs or something to really enjoy that
not
kind of
much
music.
lyrics, just a couple of beats. And yeah, I mean, you're in a trance, and some people enjoy being in a trance while they're on a certain types of medication. Let's call it that. But yeah, an exciting trance music festival is coming up in Pattaya next year. The Unconscious Festival, that's what it's called.
Unconscious?
Unconscious with a K. So it's UNK, Unconscious Festival. And I'm sure a lot of people will be unconscious as well by the end of it. It will be held in February the 7th and 10th. 7th to 10th in 2023. The festival will bring attendees back to the trance scene in 90s because it was gone, probably for a good reason, but they're trying to bring it back. But it's said to be the biggest trance festival in Asia. Renowned as a tourism hub, Pattaya is known, obviously, for a lot of things, a lot of entertainment. And yes, they do music festivals very well. So anyone who is going to the Wonderfruit Festival this month, be vigilant. I'm sure that the security issue will not happen again.
I doubt it.
Definitely not, especially now. But yeah, do be vigilant because anyone, whether it's a male security guard, female security guard, or anyone, you can take advantage of you.
Agreed.
And Natty will take you down, security guards.
Attack.
Okay, go.
All right.
on. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about our second main topic from today, which is regarding Grab and tuk-tuks. Because, yeah.
I want you to clarify first. The tuk-tuk in Phuket, is it the same as in Bangkok? Or is it like the songtail?
No,
type?
it's a four-wheeler.
Yeah, right?
It's not even a songtail. It's actually a special box kind of car.
Yeah, okay. So now we all know what a tuk-tuk in Phuket is before we start. So
Those red ones, yeah.
it's the red
Songthaew.
ones?
Yes.
Okay, so with over 10 million tourists have come to Thailand this year, as we already know, the government has also relaxed travel measures. It has led to Grab Thailand to expand its business, and we've talked about this, that why didn't it expand to like tuk-tuks? And now it has finally happened in Phuket, and it's called Tuk-Tuk Via App. Call a Tuk-Tuk Via App service on the popular island. The country head of Grab Thailand said his ride-hailing company hopes to recruit around 100 tuk-tuk driver partners next year. With this not only help promote tourism in Phuket, but will also stimulate the economy by generating income for the local people. So Grab aims to promote a standardized ride-hailing service through its application in Phuket, both in terms of service, quality, price, and safety, including encouraging local people to legally use their own vehicles to provide service to generate additional income. I think this is a problem in Phuket where the prices are crazy, especially with taxis and public transportation. So with Grab, I think it would standardize all the prices. But I don't know if that will be an issue with the local people or not, because they wouldn't be able to ask for like 500 baht to the airport or something like that.
It'll be very interesting to see how the tuk-tuk mafia in Phuket's going to respond to this.
Yeah.
I don't know if they approached them directly and made a deal. I think I read the story briefly, and they said they wanted hundreds of tuk-tuks
100
to join.
yeah.
So I think maybe it's just individual drivers.
Yeah, so now it's just starting. So now they're recruiting. So let's see if that will happen. So hopefully it will start next year, which is very soon, and we'll see how that goes. So some good news, another option for public transportation.
But Grab's already ridiculously priced in Phuket.
Is it?
Yeah. So for example, when we went to Phuket, where we were staying in Chalong, from Shillong to BIS would normally take on Grab maybe 600 baht. On Bolt, it might be 300 baht, 400 baht. So Bolt's already half the price. Grab's ridiculous in Phuket. It's just like you're paying pretty much the tuk-tuk prices. And actually, like, if you actually know some private taxi guys, you can call them up personally, and that's cheaper. From my house to the airport, it's 800 baht on Grab. It's 500 baht when I call my taxi guy.
Oh, yeah. I think for
So-
this case, maybe not about the price, but more about safety, so that they could track the driver. If they lose anything or forget anything, they could just follow up.
I haven't used Grab in like the last 4 months. I just use Bolt for motorbike taxis or taxis. It's literally half the price.
You mean in Bangkok?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
In
good.
Bangkok.
The only downside about Bolt, I think, is that you have to pay cash.
Well, you can scan.
Yeah, but some like, oh, I've experienced that
okay.
twice. So I felt like, oh, okay, then I'll just go with Grab.
I think he's just lying to you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why?
Bolt is an app, right?
Okay.
He's got a smartphone.
Oh, true.
The fact that he doesn't have a bank account, how does he get his salary paid?
Yeah.
He just doesn't like you.
Again.
No, but
So
it is right.
sad.
Look, it just takes one experience
Yeah.
for someone to be like, I don't want to use that app anymore. So it's unfortunate that you did have that experience, but
But it is cheaper, for
yeah,
sure.
just like value for money.
Yep.
I'm cheap. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we'll be talking about zookeepers being attacked by monkeys. Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this. Of investing, but don't know where to start? Ever heard of AAA-FX?
What is AAA-FX?
Good question. Look no further than AAA-FX, your choice for trading and investing. Low commissions and spread with fast execution. They're trustworthy and have been offering services since 2008. You can invest using various deposit methods, including crypto, with negative balance protection and 100% matching deposit bonus. Choose AAA-FX and enter the lucrative market of trading. Visit AAAFX.com.
Jumpstart your startup business with Southeast Asia's largest tech and startup hub. Get an endorsement for a year Smart S Visa. Join the True Digital Park Startup Booster today.
Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand, and this show is brought to you by AAA-FX. Trading never became easier. Visit the link in the description below and make your first trade today. And True Digital Park. If you want to start up your business in Thailand, once again, it's never been made easier. You can get sponsored for the 1 year S-type visa, which is a smart type visa. 6 more months than the government. So consider using True Digital Park.
Good job. I don't know how you do that
Yeah,
without...
I think she was admiring you.
Yeah.
With the
I
way
was like,
she
how
stared.
do you do that? Anyways, keep going.
I'm so confused. Have I missed something? All right. It's only like the 500th time you've seen me do that. Big shout out to 66 July Boy. Or Jul Boy.
Jul.
Because he's our newest Thaiger member.
Ooh, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Also, thank you to Kimo and Rick G for rejoining our member program. We appreciate you. All right. Natty threw me off.
Sorry.
Our last story today is regarding Zookeeper seeking compensations. Now, this is a little bit of a sad story, although an important one, because a zookeeper is demanding compensation at the Khao Khao Open Zoo in Chonburi. Khao Khao. Good eye. Khao Khao. Sometimes karaoke, they write it in English. And then
it's
it's
hard.
confusing. Yeah. Chonburi, after she got bitten by wild monkeys at work, the animal keeper said she paid almost 100,000 baht for treatment, but only got 3,000 from her employer in return. Now, she explains that wild monkeys are living outside the zoo, and often they get into the zoo, they annoy visitors, and also attack staff. So the first attack was when a monkey came and actually stole a kid's snack. So she tried to protect the kid. She tried to throw a stone at the monkey. The monkey didn't like that. The monkey actually tried to attack her and bit her on the head. That required 38 stitches and 41,000 baht in medical expenses. At that time, the zoo only gave her 10,000 baht for the 41,000 baht. And then the second incident was something similar where yeah, she was trying to protect someone. You know how they like
Again.
prepare the food for the zoo animals, but the monkeys were coming to come and steal the food. She was actually trying to fire a catapult at it. The monkey got angry. This time, the monkey bit her in the face.
Goodness.
So my initial thought was, please stop attacking the monkeys because it's not
yeah.
going well. But then again, she's looking out for little kids and the own zoo animals. Like she's doing her job. She's a zookeeper. Now, she's been working for the zoo for 20 years. She only gets a salary of about 9,000 baht a month. So now, people are discussing online who's responsible. The monkeys firstly should not be there.
Yes.
Is the zoo responsible to pay for her medical bills? Should she have not attacked the monkeys and provoked them? What do you guys think?
Number one, I think it's the job of the zoo. Like, is the monkey part of the zoo
No,
as well?
no. They're just
wow.
wild
came.
monkeys
Yeah.
from outside. Yeah.
Right.
So apparently there's a lot of wild monkeys, like thousands of wild monkeys,
Right.
almost, surrounding the zoo and nearby areas.
I just think because it's not a one-off incident, like clearly there's been the same kind of monkey kind of attacking children before.
Yeah.
I think the zoo has to have the responsibility of how are they gonna stop these kind of monkeys from coming into the zoo,
Agree.
and when they do, like how are the staff gonna handle them? Because there needs to be a certain humane way of handling these animals as well. But the staff are not being trained of how to get rid of these problems, and now it's kind of escalated.
Yeah.
And of course, I think the zoo needs to help pay more than this,
Yeah.
at least, because she's doing her job at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can always let us know all your feedback and comments in the comment section below after the live video. We do read each and every one of your comment. Now, I'd like to end today's show with a special mention.
Okay.
So today's show will have an honorary mention for Professor Louis Larea. This story actually comes in from one of our Thaiger legends, Scott D.
Oh.
Who was a student member on DePaul University's 1995 Southeast Asia Foreign Study Business Program that actually brought him to Thailand. And the program was led by two lead professors who were his dad and Professor Lewis. Now, Scott wanted to honor the memory of Lewis, Professor Lewis, who sadly passed away recently at the age of 90. Professor Larea had a very warm smile and inviting nature and was a legendary professor adored by his students. He was a Marine who served his country honorably by fighting on the treacherous front lines at the age of 19 in the Korean War. So today we would like to take a moment on behalf of Thaiger as well and our Thaiger legend Scott D to pay honor and celebrate the life of Professor Lewis. May he now rest in peace. So thank you, Scott D, for sending us that story and that information. And so we're going to end the show with a special mention for Professor Louis Larea today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we would like to wish you a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll see you live once again tomorrow morning. Until then, take care. See you. Bye-bye.